Hi guys, it's the Artsy Gamer back again for another video in our channel. Grab your teas, grab your coffees, and you know what I'm gonna say? Oh yes, grab a bit of food and let's do this. Okay guys, come on, let's take a sip. Black coffee, come on. Baby on my spiral coaster. And yes guys, if you are new here today and you're into retrospectives, complete unbox experiences, art and graphic design, you're so in the right place here. So definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like to the video if you haven't already. So today guys, we're going to continue our topic of conversation that has been running throughout this week, which are really awesome recommendations for your PS3. Yeah, now yesterday I went over a complete unbox experience of the original Assassin's Creed on the PlayStation 3. Yeah, really great pickup. And today I promise a little look at Little Big Planet. Okay, so yeah guys, we're gonna give it the Artsy Gamer vibe. We're gonna be looking at the front, the back, the manual, the disc, and again, now I've started to give you guys a little bit of nostalgic talk, and that is exactly what we're gonna do today. So here we go, looking at the front cover of Little Big Planet, the original. And again, coming off it from an aesthetic an aesthetic point, not an athletic point, from an artist standpoint as well, just looking at this, and oh my gosh, yeah, really, really lovely, don't you think? Now, for me, this just really captures me. Being an artist myself, this just screams pop art, and I'm a massive fan of pop art, I really am. Now, I mean, the colours, the splashes, the dashes, the different stickers here and there, the paint drips running down, the bright pinks, the subtle blues, you know, and then the main character himself on the front there, I think really works and is actually really like surprising for the gamer. I would say this is something very, very unusual, and for the time, I don't think many gamers have seen a box art like this before. So again, very different and something that can really, you know, again, capture that gamer's eye that I often say. Yeah, so it is really, really lovely. Now, that's just, you know, your first initial impression there. But going in a little bit deeper, we can really start to see how the developers have really thought really nicely how to put this, you know, absolutely fantastic piece all together. And instantly you have got that lovely kind of like pink faded effect there to really make that Little Big Planet logo stand out. If they had just not done that and had that blue kind of faded backdrop there, I don't think the the main logo would have stand out there. But the way they have put, like, I guess it's just like a blob of spray paint on there, just a splash there, and then boom, the logo. It really gives it almost like a sticker effect, which I think is kind of like what they are going for. So yeah, really, really nice how they've done that. I think that's great. And again, just around that area, we've just got little nuggets of arty-farty stuff, you know. We've got like a sticker there of some lips, we've got some more characters, again another sticker up there, some almost like graffiti artwork writing there in the backdrop, which is really nice. And then we've got the main character himself, and a little bit weird, a little bit strange, you know, if you will. And again, that is something really interesting. Again, I wouldn't have said back in the day you would have had many characters looking like that. So yeah, really, really nice how again they've just gone boom straight there with the main character just kind of like on the side and then holding a planet, Little Big Planet. So again, it just really encaptures the whole name of the game, but doesn't give too much away. So of course you're like, okay, let's pick this up and let's have a look at the back, which we will do in a minute, of course. But I still want to be looking at the front here. Like, I mean, look how amazing this is. We've got the original, you know, PlayStation 3 logo there with the Spider-Man text, very similar to the AC edition that we looked at yesterday. And again, I think I mentioned it, I actually prefer that because it just allows a lot more of that box art to shine through. I really do appreciate that. But again, going more into those colours, we've got some like just orange, you know, dripping down the side there. it's just really, really nice, you know. It's almost like a rainbow of colours. It's almost like a rainbow was just thrown up on this beautiful art, and yeah, just giving you something to look at, and a really lovely piece at that. So yeah, fantastic. But yeah, now we'll have a little flip over to the back there. And yeah, here we go. Right then, so we do have some screenshots, not massive, unfortunately, lot of text, but okay, it is what it is. We've got some screenshots, so let's take a little deeper look. So just bring this to the forefront here, and it looks like we have got some of the characters. Now, these were called sack boys, and yeah, the idea was you would just like these weird kind of, wow, yeah, very, very weird, kind of like sack people, and those were the protagonist of the game. Well, you had one, but again, you could go multiplayer, so there will be multiple if you're choosing to play with a friend. And I think the idea was you just kind of created your own character using these random bits and bobs you find in the levels to create something really, really awesome. So yeah, there's just them just standing there, just giving you some ideas of what you can design and who you can play as. We've got just some, again, just some really quirky characteristics of the game there. Just, yeah, like a Chinese, noodle shop, I guess. Again, very intriguing. Again, as a game, you're like, what is this? Okay. And again there, we've actually got some level design. So we're like, okay, a little bit of 2D platforming here. Nice. Okay. So yeah, just gives you an idea there of what to expect in some of the levels, which is really nice. Oh, a little bit of fire there, I like a little bit of fire. So yeah, that's really, really cool. And then I think it just sums it up. Play with everything. Yeah, and that is like, okay, wow, right, okay, I've had a look at these awesome screenshots here. There is a little bit of randomness and everything here, and, play with everything. Okay, right, I'm really, really intrigued. Let's flip this open. Let's have a little look at the manual. Let's get your disc in the PlayStation 3. Yeah, I think it just screams mystery and entices the gamer. Hands down, I think there is no more that needs to be said with this. They've done this really, really well. Yes, I would have liked the screenshots to be a little bit bigger. Look, we've got a lot of text here. Go and put that in the manual. They've got a lovely, juicy manual here. A little bit extra wouldn't have hurt. And just really show off the lovely artistic nature of this game. I think they should have done that a lot better on the back here. But nevertheless, you can't beat that front. You can't beat that front cover. I think that is awesome. Now, I say that. You can't beat this front cover for the type of game it is, I think. Yes, if it was like a nitty-gritty hardcore, I don't know, ninja game or a first-person shooter, then yeah, that ain't bagging it. Do you know what I mean? But for the kind of cutesy nature platforming design of the game, I think this really, really works. Yeah, and it's just a shame they didn't show more of this off on the back, don't you think? But anyway, here we go. Let's take a sip of coffee, guys. Come on. Sometimes I forget to take my sips. Oh, gosh. Lovely, yeah. Oh, just looking at that. Just look at that spray paint of pink there. Wow, it just really, just absolutely catches the eye when these are lined up. Yeah, really, really nice. Yeah, sorry, I really do like that splash of, I think it's spray paint there. Yeah, it must be, because there's like just a few little drips going down the side there. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, whoa, yeah. And then I'm just greeted with Little Big Planet and the main protagonist himself. So really, really nice. I love how they've done that. Anyway, before I keep going on and on how awesome this box art is, we are gonna give it the Artsy Gamer pop. Oh, yes, daddy, and okay, and oh boy, I was hoping for this. Yeah, I wanted to surprise you because it looks like there is a reversible cover. So of course we're going to be taking a look at that for sure. But, guys, we're going to take a look at the disc first. We always start with the disc, so here we go. And yes. I'm choking now. It is that good. So it is not a complete copy and paste from the front to the back. We have a completely different design, which I absolutely dig. I love it when developers do that. So we're going to take a little closer look now. So boom, okay. And instantly you can see a little bit of that reversible cover there. Nice. All right then, so here is this fantastic looking disc here. Now this just screams pop art. Sorry guys, I've got a little bit of a cold. It's pop art. Now, if you know me, or, you know, seen some of my artwork, or maybe had a little look on my Etsy page, I am mad on bright colours, cartoonified drawings, and this is so up my street. In fact, I might be able to get maybe some screenshots of my Etsy page to really kind of, you know, give you a reference of what I mean, and, you know, give you an idea of how much this is definitely catching me. So we've got like an eye, we've got a rainbow, a fist, an ice cream, like just really, really random stuff, but really awesome stuff as well. They've done it so, so well. Again, keeping in kind of like a graphic-y, comic-y style, which I think absolutely works. It is really, really nice. And again, they have kept that pinky colour there to then illuminate that Little Big Planet logo. Really, really nice. And again, because there is a lot of blue prevalent throughout most of the box art and manual, again they have kept a little bit of blue there just to keep it on par, which I think really works. And again, that lovely Little Big Planet logo is blue, so there does need to be subtle hints of blue here and there just to make the disc really come together, and I think they've done that really nicely. And I like just how it is just splattered around though, because it does give the impression that this game is very random. You know, what are you going to expect in this game? It's going to be completely weird. And you know what? After playing this game, it is, but it's great. So yeah, they've done that really well. And I think they've symbolised that really well on the disc. And of course, this is the PlayStation 3 disc. So you have got that thinner bar there, and it is just the strip. It doesn't fill the rest of the disc. So you have got a little bit more of that lovely artwork to shine through, which I think works really well. And of course, we are going to give it the artsy game a flip. Oh yeah. So of course, a really nice disc there. And there you all are, all the way down there. If you are liking what you are seeing here today, definitely give this video a like. We need to get the likes up, and it means so much. It really, really does. So thank you to all those who are. All right then, and again, just flipping this back to the front there. Really, really lovely. And yeah, we will give it the artsy game a pop back in. All right. Boom, okay, and yes, we do have a reversible art cover, so we're gonna flip this out now, and oh, nice, baby. Now, I think I said it in my yesterday's video. I wasn't quite sure how many PlayStation 3 games had reversible art. I don't know when it really came into tuition, but I guess there were some, because here we go. Little Big Planet did have a nice reversible art cover, and just look at this. And you know what? Why not? Because this is a very artistic game, if that's what you want to call it. So yeah, they had to show off some awesome artwork here from the game itself, and I think that is really, really lovely. Yeah. So again, here we go. That lovely pink, bright pink effect behind the logo to really make that logo shine, giving it that sticker effect. Really lovely. Again, a bit more of that orange paint work that was used a little bit on the box there, and again just coming through again just to keep everything nice and neat, which I think really works. And then we've got some sack boys there, up to no good. It looks like they're up to no good, which is, you know, kind of what the vibe of the game is. You know, you are these little sack boys running around, causing mischief, I guess graffitiing everywhere, if you will. So yeah, I think they've done that really, really nicely. And all that paint there just dripping down. I love a good paint drip. I really, really do. I mean, you can see it in the Artsy Gamer logo. I started to do the cherry, but actually I was like, come on, yeah, we've got this cherry, but let's add a little bit of a paint drip, come on. So yeah, I'm such a sucker for a paint drip. And yeah, they pulled that off really, really nicely. I don't know if that is actually a level in the game, or they've just created this from scratch just to give you an idea of what to expect. But yeah, really, really nice. And I think that's fantastic. Yeah. And again, we will pop that back. Now, technically, this isn't really my, my copy. It is from my gaming community that I run. So I will just pop it back to the original artwork there. But you know me, if it was mine, it would be going to that reversible art. But never say never, guys. I am looking to build up my PlayStation 3 collection as well, and I'm pretty sure this is, you know, going for pretty cheap, so I probably will be picking this up for myself at some stage. But yeah, but the reason why we are just doing a little bit of PlayStation 3 was just the general topic of conversation that I had over on DA Gaming on his TikTok over the weekend. We were literally just talking about what kind of PlayStation 3 recommendations would you kind of suggest, because somebody had bought a PlayStation 3 and was looking for that. So, and I wanted to continue the conversation over on this channel because I thought it was really great. So here we go. Oh, the manual. Yeah, and I tell you what, guys, it's full color, baby. So yeah, PlayStation knew what they were doing with this. And again, here we go. And not a copy and paste, or a straight copy and paste at least. So again, we've got that lovely Little Big Planet. Again, that lovely splash of pink. I'm such a sucker for a hot pink. You can so tell, can't you? Because I keep going back to it. I'm like, oh yeah, that splash of pink there again to really illuminate that logo. I'm saying it again, guys, sorry, but it really does hit. And then again, just a few dotted stickers around, which is kind of the main idea for the game and the aesthetic throughout the box. So yeah, really nice. And of course, we're gonna give you the artsy game mill. I can't get my words out again, guys. Sorry. You know what? I think it's because we need a sip of coffee. Come on, let's take a sip. Baby, yeah. Let's go. All right then. So just flicking this through, and oh baby, look at this. So wow. Full colour. It's been a long time since we've had a look at a full colour manual. Absolutely. I know Red Dead had a great one, but that's Rockstar. Of course they're going to pull off a good manual. Absolutely. Any other company, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, here we go. Instantly greeted by the main man himself, a Sackboy. And again, I'm going to say it again, guys, maybe you've picked this up and you've got a little bit of travel ahead of you before you pop this game in the PlayStation 3. You're going to be wanting to flick through this manual, and yeah, you are instantly greeted with a Sackboy. Yeah, and it's instantly in that awesome hot pink again, guys. It says, we'd like to introduce you to your new best friend, Sackboy. And that's so lovely, isn't it? So yeah, this is your little best friend, and it looks like we're going on a really cool adventure. And I think that really, really works, and you so are, because this game really is just taking you on a mad old adventure. And like the box art said at the back there, play with everything. So yeah, instantly you're like, okay, yeah, this has pulled me in, let's go. So yeah, just some lovely stickers there on the bottom, which is really nice. Oh, wow, yeah. And again, I believe we'll be just going through some new, UI, the main story and stuff, but instantly, we've got in there with a screenshot, which is really nice. Again, just tells you some of the features there needed to start the game off, which is really lovely. Yeah, really, really nice. And then, you know, in a cardboard box, instantly you're like, oh, okay, this is really arty-farty now. So yeah, fantastic. Okay, and yeah, here we go. I just love how they've got these random stickers just dotted around. That is so up my street. It really is. I just love that. I don't know what it is about it. I think it is, again, just going back to that pop art effect where you do have just bright stickers here and there, just to really kind of, I don't know, bring your attention over here, bring your attention over there. I really like it how artists do that, and I think I do want to do a little bit more with my artwork with regards to that, absolutely. But yeah, again, we've got another screenshot there, which is looking nice. It looks like, you know, the Sackboy, it just got some UI within the character himself, needing to do different things. He wants to place a sticker, so you will need to go onto that menu to be able to do that and stuff. So yeah, really, really lovely. And again, nice full colour screenshot there, which is nice. I'm just going to absolutely go to town with this manual because, yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be seeing, yeah, stickers here, there and everywhere. Really nice. Again, they have kept that nice blue backdrop. And you know what I think it really was? It's almost like a blueprint, isn't it? A blueprint of what you can design and what you're going to be doing, or what you want to design. Like, here's the blueprint, let's go. So yeah, it's very much the gamer has kind of got full reign, you know, to some extent, of how arty you can get in this game. So yeah, really lovely. And again, just flicking through, I do love that blue. Really, really nice. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, it just goes through some materials as well, some materials that you're likely to find in the game. Yeah, sponge, polystyrene, rubber. Oh, wow. Metal. Yeah, so just some different textures. And then by this point, as a gamer, you're like, okay, this is getting quite arty. You know, is this like an art game? It isn't quite as such, it is a platformer, but you know, at this stage you're like, wow, okay, we are getting really, really creative with, you know, all the materials that you can find. So yeah, really, really nice how they're building up the gamer to be like, wow, okay, well, what are we going to be doing here? So yeah, really, really lovely. Oh, wow. And again, look at these awesome stickers at the bottom there. Really, really nice. Honestly, it is fantastic how they've put this together. Yeah, oh, wow. Yeah, and some more stickers there. Really, really lovely. They're so nice. And so random. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, and again, more stickers down there. I love the lips. I really do love the lips, and always the ice cream stuff as well. They always caught my gaming eye. So, yeah, and again, oh, yeah, just coming to the back there, and it just says, and finally, have fun. And yes, you so do with this game. It is absolutely a fantastic, fun-filled platformer, and it's something you must not sit on if you haven't played it before. And there he is, Sackboy again, behind that lovely splash of pink. I'm gonna keep saying it every time I see that pink now. I'm gonna, oh yeah, there it is. But it works, it really does, because you know, it's there, and then boom, it just illuminates whatever is in front of it. Honestly, the developer, I believe, probably did put quite a bit of time in there to think what colour would make the next thing in front of it really stand out, and it really does work. It really does. And again, yeah, some really nice stickers there just surrounding Sackboy. Really, really lovely. Yeah, and again, just flicking that onto the back there. Well, yeah, get connected. Okay, so, oh yes, actually, now I've come to say that you could play this game online with other people around the world, and that is, again, another game where I just started to have a little dabble with online. It was always good fun. Just, yeah, getting online with people from around the world. And also, I think it was one of my first times where I experienced somebody just talking a different language as well, and I was like, I don't know how to reply to you, but hi. So yeah, but really, really lovely manual there, and of course we will pop that back in this old bad boy. Yeah, lovely reversible art there, and going in, boom, 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 boom. So yeah, wow, this game is really, really great. And especially being an artist myself, this really was just a big artist box of random goodies, lots of materials as it suggested in the manual. And yeah, you are just opening up this box, and it's almost like you were watching just little sack men running around in the levels. Like, it really does sum up what an artist box looks like, and I think they've done that so well. And because of that, of course I was drawn to that. I so was, because I've been into art from such a young age. So yeah, seeing this in, you know, this design instantly caught me. So yeah, how amazing is that? Yeah, really, really lovely. And don't sit on this game if you haven't played it. But okay, going into nostalgic talk now. Absolutely, we've got to. I've started it, so I've got to get a little bit nostalgic. So yes, I picked up this game in Cornwall. Again, I've mentioned it on this channel before. I would often go down to Cornwall in October time with my whole family, and we would often bring a PlayStation. By this time, of course, it was the PlayStation 3. And I went to Newquay one day. We often, did day trips here and there to different local cities around Cornwall within an hour's drive, I would say. And of course, one of them was Newquay. And we parked up by the train station, and just outside the train station, there was this really awesome retro gaming. I would like to say gaming, but there was other stuff in there as well. There was also lots of like musical instruments, like old rock guitars and drum kits and stuff, which was really cool. But there was a section of computer games. Now, they were secondhand. It was a secondhand shop, so I was getting this game secondhand. Really cool, because I knew my dad would be probably picking one up, because, you know, if they're secondhand, they're quite cheap. Yeah, we walked in. It's like, go on then, let's have a little look. What can we see? And I was just, you know, browsing. And of course, because this box art is so eye-catching, this instantly caught my eye. It really did. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's, Dad, can we pick this up? Going into it, I have no idea what this game is about. Absolutely no idea. And yeah, it was, yeah, let's get it, absolutely. As soon as we got back to the cottage, and by the way, we bought this right at the start of the trip in Newquay, so I was like waiting all day to go back to the cottage to play it, because yeah, I want to just play it. So we got back in, and oh my God, I was on it pretty much all night. I really, really was. I was just having such a fantastic time going through all the levels, collecting all the bits that you could get to create a really lovely character. You could change the skins, you could change the hair, you could change the hat, you could change his costume. And to do that, you would have to go and complete some of the awesome 2D platformers to be able to then go back to your pod and dress him up. And not only that, there was a pod in there which is basically the main center where you select your next mission, and you could create your pod the way you wanted it by using the stickers that you'd collected. And that was kind of like the artistic vibe of it for me. That really worked. You know, I was putting like a really cool sun sticker there and a smiley face sticker up there, but then you could just suddenly change it up like that if you wanted to, and you could just completely redesign your pod. And I just remember spending hours there just creating a pod after pod after pod to make it the one for me, if you know what I will. And of course, it was a holiday with my cousins, and the next day I was like, come and have a look at this pod that I've created. And I swear I spent nearly all night creating the best looking pod for them to come and see. And they were like, whoa. And I was so happy, because I had created such an awesome pod that then really attracted them to the game. And they were like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And then, yeah, again, very similar to other memories that I had. The next day, I think we weren't doing something until the afternoon. So all morning, me and my cousins were just playing on Little Big Planet, because they were so captured by my pod that I created that they wanted to delve in and have a great gaming experience with me as well. And also, this was multiplayer, and we did have 2 controllers, so it was all just you know, playing 2-player. It was great. It was so lovely. And what a core memory I had with this. And I love this game so much that I actually drew, I think at the grand old age, I don't know, maybe 11, 12, that age, of the front cover. I actually drew the front cover. Now, unfortunately, I don't have it with me, but I know that my grandparents have a picture and still have a picture of my artwork that I did of this box art. So when I get it, I will ask them. And when I get it, I will show you on this channel for sure. Yeah, because I want to share that with you. But anyway, that is me. I'm getting too nostalgic now, and gosh, we're nearly half an hour in, so I will end it there. There we go. I am the Artsy Gamer. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Over and out.